Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do an Amazon favourites with a little bit of a twist because all of the links below, and I will try to link everything, or similar items at least, are not affiliate links. I know this kind of video is super popular at this time of year because it's like pre-shopping, and from an influencer's perspective, this is a great time to make money through affiliate marketing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not throwing shade at anyone. Each to their own. I've definitely done stuff with affiliate links in the past and I will do it again in the future. But specifically to right now, I want to talk about these things before Black Friday because stuff might go on sale, but I don't want you to think that that's the only reason that I'm making the video. I have a list on my planner. So number one, I talk about this tons and tons because I use it every single week. I occasionally have done videos putting it up, taking it down. You may have seen them on Instagram. I have a fold-up desk. If you work from home and you don't have a full-on office setup, then this is probably going to be amazing for you. I think it was around £50. I'm going to just put up things as we go along because I don't have all of the stuff to show you. But just super, super useful. I cannot recommend it enough. I actually bought it before the work from home thing. I bought it for filming videos like this so I can have a desk in front of me, and now I use it constantly. So I just put it up. I have all of my work stuff in a cupboard. I put it all out on there, and at the end of the working week I can put it away and it's fantastic. The second thing I got for working from home is the chair that I'm sitting on. It is really quite comfortable. I mean, it's not a proper office chair, so it's not got the same kind of support all around. Let me move it away. But it's all the lumbar support that I would need. I have this extra cushion on here because I need a little bit more upper back support. But working from home is a little bit different if you do have back issues like I do, which is almost all posture related, because I can occasionally get on the floor and do a stretch that gives me some kind of relief. So I'm not quite as worried about that as I was when I was actually in the office, and I can't do that. I did occasionally go into the changing room because I had a gym and try and do like some like downward facing dog, that kind of thing. Because it's the only thing that would like really stretch that out. And I've since found some yoga that you can do at your desk. Very useful. Just kind of like neck and shoulders yoga. But yeah, love the chair. I think it looks way nicer in my living room, which is where I'm working from. And so when I put all of my work stuff away, it doesn't seem like, why have you got a desk chair in the room? You know, that's why I bought it. I think it's really cute. Kitchen handles. So again, if you follow my vlogs and stuff, you may have seen these already, and I've used them elsewhere as well. I got these brass looking kitchen handles. We changed all of our kitchen handles and it was like a revelation. It was so simple to do. I just found ones that were the same, it was like a standard handle size, but the same like distance for the holes. So I just unscrewed the old ones, cleaned the cupboard doors, put the new ones in, and it felt like we had a new kitchen. And they were so inexpensive. I've also put them in other places. I've got a cupboard back here. I had some spares, I put them in there. I can't recommend it enough. If you've got some old-fashioned kitchen handles, or you just want a bit of an uplift, look on Amazon because there are tons of different styles and it's way simpler than you would think. It was like dead easy. Even for our like internal, like integrated stuff like the fridge and the dishwasher, that wasn't even that difficult. Aeroccino and the Mokka pot, I talk about this constantly as well. Again, if you follow my vlogs, I show this almost every single day. So the Mokka pot is a stovetop espresso maker. I kind of want an espresso machine, but as time goes on, I'm thinking, do I really need one though? Because I use my Aeroccino, which is the Nespresso milk frother. And you can get tons of different milk frothers. You don't have to get that one. There are loads available. Loads with like really high reviews as well. You don't have to have an espresso machine to have the Aeroccino or a milk frother of any kind, but it's a total game changer when it comes to a latte or a cappuccino. That, even if you don't get anything else, get a milk frother. in the times of COVID, where you can't just pop out to go to a coffee shop, and the Costa queues are insane where we live, I've never been happier with my at-home coffee setup. In fact, I took the kids yesterday when we did the tree, I took them to get hot chocolates because they really wanted to try the hot chocolate, orange hot chocolates. I went to Costa and I didn't even get a coffee for myself because I thought, I'm going to go home, I'll make it myself, it's going to cost me nothing, and I actually prefer it to the Costa one. I do get my caramel syrup from Amazon, and that is the Monin caramel syrup. Monin? I don't know. The same one they get at Costa because that is my favourite one. It's why I prefer Costa to Starbucks. It's not the coffee necessarily, I think it's the caramel syrup that they use. But I use my Mokka pot, which is just dead cheap, stovetop thing. You put the coffee in it, the ground coffee, of which my favourite is the Espresso blend from Marks and Spencer. I think it's £2.50 for a bag. Bag lasts about 2 weeks. So cheap. The Mokka pot's like £15. It's just, the whole thing is so much more affordable than you would imagine. And then my frothy milk. You need this. You need this in your lives for Christmas, 100%. Fanola blue shampoo. I talked in my like blonde hair care video a little while ago about this, and a couple of people have asked me recently what I'm doing with my hair. So obviously I have like a mid blonde hair, and it's kind of difficult to keep its tone because it's got lots of different tones in it. By design, we wanted it to be multi-dimensional, but it gets quite warm. It really does lose its tone quite quickly, and it will really start to look kind of almost orangey. So I didn't know this until this year. In all of my hair dyeing activities, what do I mean? Adventures, misadventures, that blue will tone orange and purple will tone yellow. Please tell me that I wasn't the only one that didn't realise that purple shampoo was different to blue, and that's why, because I really didn't know. I think maybe I had never had those like real orange tones in my hair before, but the blue shampoo from Fanola really does knock them out, and it does something completely different than the purple one. So I put that on. It's messy. That's why I don't want these things with me to show you. I don't want to show you the coffee maker. It's got coffee in it right now. Don't want to show you the blue shampoo. It will get everywhere. I keep it somewhere where it can't be knocked over. I want to put it in a smaller bottle because I've got a really big one and the lid doesn't work very well. The whole thing of the actual bottle is terrible, but the product itself is incredible. If you've got hair that really does pull orange rather than pulls yellow, like pulls very warm, I think you're going to think it's amazing. It is, I can't believe how effective it is. And I wanted to throw that out there for those of you who are blonde. I mean, I think it would, if you had platinum blonde hair, I think it would turn your hair blue. It's very potent. But if you've got like mid tones that tend to be difficult to keep from getting brassy, it really is a complete game changer. The galaxy light. At the weekend, I showed this on my stories because it was Milo's birthday and Ella got out her galaxy light and we had like a disco on the landing. And so many people asked about it. I knew it was from Amazon, but it was a gift, so I didn't have a link to share with people. I'm seriously, about 50 people asked for a link. And that's actually what inspired this video. I thought, right, I'm going to find the link and we'll make a video. The galaxy light, I didn't think much of. She really wanted one. I think it was for her birthday, and her uncle bought her one, my brother. And it's really cool, but I was like, eh. And then she put it on the landing when we had this disco, and I thought, okay, this is really, really cool. So it does this whole like swirl that makes it look like a galaxy, you know, makes it look like clouds and spacey. And then it has these little green dots that move around. It's very cool. And again, in the absence of being able to go out to a nightclub or go dancing or do anything like that, it felt like it was kind of scratching an itch for me. Really cool for kids, really fun for kids, but also, I think, very fun for adults. And I would be interested in getting one that maybe did different colours, because hers is like dark and like green and blue and whatever. But I think I would be quite interested in having one that like changed colours or did different ones. So I'll find you a link for that. Travel tripod and remote. Right, I do have the travel tripod. It's just here. I want to show you it because you can't appreciate how small this is. So my friend, Charles, who was going to Venice by herself a couple of months ago when lockdown ended temporarily, she obviously was going alone and she wanted to take pictures, and she said she knew that I talked about a travel tripod, and she wanted to know exactly how small it was, how easy it was to take places. This is the travel tripod, and this isn't even as small as it can be. It can be this small. This I took with us to New York in January, and I put it in the bottom of my bag. This was like a little like shoulder bag, and it fit perfectly. I popped it out, took photos of us together without having to ask strangers for photos. If you were traveling alone, even better. You don't even have to be traveling. Just if you want to take photos and you're out and about, family photos, nice ones for Christmas. Just, you know, maybe you want photos of yourself, maybe you want photos of yourself and your dog, whatever. This is incredible. So small. It goes really, it's like tent pole legs. It goes really big. It comes with a Bluetooth remote. The Bluetooth remote you can use, it's got nothing to do with this. The Bluetooth remote just works with your phone. And this automatically will, it's got a thing that you put your phone onto, but you can also put a camera on if you want. And I automatically hooked up to my phone. I didn't need to do anything, didn't need to connect it. It was just automatically worked with my phone. I've used the remote countless times without this, and I've used this without my phone with a camera. It is just one of the best things I've ever bought in terms of travel stuff, but also photography. If you're taking your own photos, whether it be you're taking a photo of a group and you've got no one, you don't want anyone to be left out, or like, I mean, if you wanted to do like a socially distanced portrait, I think it would work really well. If you had everyone darted around or dotted around and then you had that in the distance, I think someone could press the button and take quite a cool photo. But I just think it's really cool. I think it's something that you wouldn't necessarily think of unless you were doing this kind of thing, you know, the YouTube or photography or whatever. But I think it's a bit like a selfie stick in that it would actually come in more handy than you would imagine. Okay, I've got two more things that are probably the least interesting. Number one is spray glue. I also have this just down here. I use this for like crafty things, and especially right now, if I'm going to make like cards or I'm going to make something, you know, cute for Christmas, spray glue. It's fun. It is very useful, practical thing, and I love it. And I buy that from Amazon. Repositionable, so you can kind of like, if you've made something, you spray it on, you put it down, it's not quite right, you can lift it up and put it back down, but it will stay where you've put it. Maybe you would want to spray glue things onto your windows. I don't know. But I wanted to mention it because it's something that I'm using a lot, and that's where I bought it. Lastly, I have an external hard drive, which again, I have just down here. It's this size. And what made me think of this is it's got all of my Vlogmas things on it. So today I'm going to pull everything off from last year, the Vlogmas intros and all of that stuff, which is going to be fun and nostalgic and exciting for Vlogmas videos. And it's so small. I don't know if you guys have a use for an external hard drive, but this is the WD Elements. I don't know if it tells me how large it is. Probably somewhere around here. But I had one that was smaller in terms of storage that was this big. I've still got it. Still got some stuff on it, but it's massive. This I can literally just throw in my bag and it doesn't really take up any space. It's so much better. So I use that a lot for stuff I don't need to keep forever on my computer, but I do want to keep for some reason useful. And that is it. They are my Amazon favorites. They are my practical, actually using Amazon favorites, things that I use, if not daily, at least weekly, that I thought might be of interest to you. Some of this stuff might be good for gifts. Some of it might just be stuff that actually might make your life a little bit easier over the next few months. And some of it might be cheaper to buy in the upcoming Black Friday sale. So I will leave the links below. Feel free to share your own stuff in the comments. Let us know, like, what's your current favorite thing from Amazon. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.